if you have a transforming relationship with Jesus Christ, a faith that sends you straight to heaven, it will bleed out in the other areas of your life and your relationships and your work and your ethics. And if you don't see that happening, we probably need to have a conversation. Jonathan honors God with his very life. He honors God with his faith and his very life because he's willing to give his life over to death for the sake of honoring God. Friends, is that true of us? I'm not saying go lay in the street in front of a car and be dumb and stupid. But I'm saying, do we have a faith that is really willing to risk everything for the sake of the gospel, for the sake of the kingdom, for the sake of God's glory? The second is this. Jonathan is adamant to do God's will. He's adamant. They leave the 600 army guys, soldiers, with his father, and they sneak out because they cannot sit still in comfort. They have to move forward on the purposes and will of God. And I dare to say, many Christians in America would rather let the paid staff get her done. That's not biblical. He is adamant for the glory and the will of God to go forth. It begs the question, am I? And are you? Another point about Jonathan. Courageous people have courageous friends of character. Courageous people have courageous friends of character. Paul writes in Corinthians, bad company corrupts good character. You know, people pulling you down. Dominic, stand up real quick. Stand on the pew. Can you stand on the pew? Okay, stand on the pew. No, go ahead. You don't want to? Okay, no, wait, come here. I've done this to him before, so he's used to it. I've been trying to pick up. Stand up there. Bad company corrupts good character. I used to have friends that would do missionary dating. She's not a Christian, but she's really cute. And I'm witnessing to her. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Now, not just here. Give me the sports group. Not just because Noe's in a little bit better shape and runs a lot further than I do. Do you think it's easier for Noe to pull me up to the pew or me to pull him down? I'm that big. Are you standing up fat? I'm just kidding. Yeah, ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Yeah! He was ready for it. Here's the thing, folks. Every time, if you go out by yourself without lifelines, without a community, you will get pulled down every time. But if you have a community that's supporting you and you're connected and you're accountable and you're walking with them, you can influence those still caught in darkness. See, Jonathan didn't go out by himself and just go, man, I want to be the hero. I just want to be the hero. No, here's the point. God is always the hero. The hero gets the glory. The one with the power gets the glory. And that's him. We don't need the glory. Don't try to share it. Jonathan was not trying to get the glory. He was just following God and trying to get the job done. Expand the kingdom. Courageous people keep courageous friends of character. Now what they could have said, or what the armor bearer could have said to Jonathan was, dude, like there's only 2 of us. We don't know how many. We saw like, give 10 or 15. We don't know, because it does not matter. People might have told David, hey, do you realize how big he is? It does not matter. Hey, the armor doesn't fit you, Dave. I don't need it. I've got a sling, some stones. Most of all, I've got God. When you face circumstances, is that the faith that beats in your heart? Sometimes when anxiety begins to creep into our hearts and our minds, and we buckle down, do we trust God more than the circumstances we see? I know we can't see God. But do we trust what we can see? Because we're supposed to walk by faith, not by sight what we can see. Let our faith overcome our circumstances. Let our faith begin to crumble the anxiety around us. Here's some excuses we like to come up with. There's only 2 of us. I have the wrong ancestry. I live in the wrong zip code. I have the incorrect or the lack of education. I'm on the wrong income level. I have the wrong hair color. I am not tall enough. I weigh too much or not enough. My eyes are the wrong color. My hair is the wrong color. I don't have enough hair. My teeth are the wrong color. God, I would really like to go up for you, but all these things. How can you use me? He's waiting. He wants to use us. He wants to use us. Think about this for a moment. Jonathan and the armor bearer, the 2 guys go up. Where do we see his father? The king. Well, he's under a pomegranate tree, which a pomegranate, it would be like saying you're sipping a fruity drink on a beach with a little umbrella sticking out of it. Okay? Pomegranate tree in that time is very luxurious. And gratefully, he's outside his hometown of Gibeah. And gratefully, he has 600 people guarding him while he relaxes. What would we say about King Saul's faith in God? We would say it's 0. James would ask him, dude, can such a faith save you? Yet our churches are full of people who want lots of bodyguards and lots of comfort. And we want to watch the superstar Christians scale the cliff and do these great things of God and just stay back and go, that's awesome. I'm glad I could be a part of it. It is no fun to watch from the sidelines. Being in the game is so fun. Seeing God work through your own life. The things He does to us and in us and through us in other people's lives. It's the joy of life. Saul's taller than everybody else, yet he's guarded by 600 people in his comfort and luxury. His faith has him sitting squarely on his hind quarters. One commentator makes this joke. They point out the son of Ichabod's brother. You see these names through there, Eli and Phinehas and Ichabod. Eli, he had 2 sons who were wretched priests. Eli was a priest who kind of lost touch with God. He's the one that when Samuel hears the voice of God 3 times, finally on the 3rd time, Eli realizes it's God. He should have known on the first time. And Ichabod's name literally means the glory has departed Israel. And this is Saul's buddies that he's hanging out with. Courageous people have courageous friends of character. And lazy people like to be surrounded by lazy people. Because if lazy people surround themselves with courageous, active, faith-loving people, it will be very annoying to them when they say, let's get it in gear. A saving faith is a courageous faith. It's an active faith. And James says, if you don't have proof in your life of a faith, not that you do works to get there. He's just saying, if you've got the real relationship with Jesus, it's going to show up. As one pastor says, we say we have the life of Jesus, but where's the lifestyle? We love to read things in the Old Testament. It seems so long ago and we get excited. Oh man, that was cool. I wish God was doing that today. Friends, He wants to. He wants to transform your life drastically. He wants to transform this church and this community drastically for His glory. If right now in your head the devil's trying to tell you everybody but you, see, his main trick is deceiving and lying. What he's saying is not true. Well, I could never share my faith. Well, I could never. That is not true, folks. It's not true. So here's the question. Will you walk like Jonathan with God in an active, courageous faith? Or do you want a faith that just lets you be comfortable and sit around, which James says is actually no faith at all. It doesn't take faith to do what Saul was doing. Is that clear? A lot of us can live our lives without faith. You can go about your day and never think about God. Sometimes we do. But if you're going to live a courageous Christian life, well, God blows you away by what He does. You got to walk like this guy, Jonathan. Circumstances do not matter. Circumstances do not matter. You don't need to see how many people are on the ledge. Just climb up. God is with you. Just go. Daniel, I think you're going to do the invitation. Let's see if you can come and play. Question